Aloha guys, this is going to be my medium to maybe medium heavy spin casting rig from shore. This is a SST, this is a medium heavy application, 9 feet. This is the 902 model, and on this we're going to have the Ceymar. I got the Ceymar 40 right here. I also have the Ceymar 30. So I have another rig that I'm going to set up with that with identical rods. And you notice that this one here does not have the cork. It has the CG handle. Okay, this will be my medium whipping rig, which is what we call our spin casting rigs in Hawaii. I'm going to be using the SST. This is the 902. This is the medium heavy. And you notice it has the CG handle rather than the cork. Recommended line, 10 to 30 pounds, which is pretty good. And recommended lure weight would be 1/2 to 2 ounce. All right, besides the CG grip over here, you're gonna have a wire over here, stainless steel wire for your hook. This is a 8+1 configuration, which means that you're gonna have 8 zirconium guides to 1 tip. And this is, as you can see, a 2-piece rod, and the rod is made out of IM8 graphite blank. Okay, on these rods, I'm going to be using the very impressive Ceymars. This is the 30 and the 40 model. These are very hefty, good, medium range spinning reels. Was originally meant for freshwater, but you can also use it for saltwater application. Okay, the smaller of the two, the Ceymar C-30, all right? This has 8 ball bearings, which means you're gonna have 7 7 ball bearings to 1 roller bearing, and the ratio is 5.0 to 1. You're also gonna have 25 inches per crank, which means that every time you give 1 crank of this reel, 25 inches of line will be retrieved. Okay, unit weight is very light, 8.2 ounces for a reel this size, and the max drag, 13 pounds. Okay, the Seamar C-40, this is a great looking reel. If you want to compare it to something that you might be more familiar with, it's pretty much like the Stratic 3000. So if you want to look at the stats, this is 8 bearings, 7 ball bearings, plus 1 roller bearing. Gear ratio is also 5.0 to 1, and this has 29 inches per crank, which means for every 1 crank, you bring in 29 inches of line. All right, the weight, 10 ounces, and the max drag on this unit is 13 pounds. Okay, on the smaller model here, on the 30, so if you're looking at the line capacity, 4 pounds would be 300 yards, 6 pounds, 185 yards, 8 pounds, 145 yards. Okay, that was on the 30 model. The 40 model, 8 pounds would be 265 yards, 10 pounds, 185 yards, and 12 pounds, 160 yards. Okay, you know, my roommate, Maria Peterson, she's such a nice, lovely lady. She noticed that I haven't eaten all day, and this is the 3rd video I've been working on all day. She so nice. She made me a chicken sandwich and chips from Costco and a Pepsi. So gonna have to take a break. Boy, thanks Maria for the lunch. That really hit the spot. Anybody in Hawaii that needs a live-in nurse that's a good therapist, she's your lady. Okay, the Seamar reels. This, like I said, I got the 30 and the 40, but it starts at the 10. A 10 is a great ultra-light reel to start with, but I decided to go with the 30 and the 40 because I'm going to be targeting the little bit beefier fish on the reef, like say from the 1 to hopefully 10-pound range. Ceymars use the Japanese felt system for the drags. So that's standard with a lot of the smaller spinning reels that Okuma has to offer. Also, again, it offers quick set anti-reverse. Now, you know, a lot of the cat fishermen, they like to go back and forth for the catfish for when they're baiting. Got the switch back here. Click the switch. Look at that. Can't go back. You can only go one way. That's the way I prefer it, depending on your style of fishing. Now, this has a corrosion-resistant body here, and it also has a precision-cut brass pinion gear. Everybody knows I love the bell wires. Look how thick that aluminum bell wire is. That is so thick. If you go to some companies that still offer the very thin ones, and there's a reason why. They're trying to skimp and save. Don't get those. Get the ones with the heavy wire like this. These are great. This also has the cyclonic flow rotor. So what happens when you spin it like this? I can actually feel that the air around it forming. So when the line's coming in, when the line's spinning like this with the reel spinning, it's gonna create the cyclonic flow of air. So that's going to dry out the line coming in, so it's less deposits like salt deposits on your reel and your line, and also because you're working around water, a lot of the spray, like you might be in a rough area with a lot of spray, it won't be hitting this. Well, it still might, but the lighter spray won't hit it. The flow that this creates is going to set up it like an invisible shield of air around it, and it's going to blow away a lot of the smaller mist. Now, the rotor system is computer balanced here, meaning it's not put together and it's just like, I think this goes here, this goes there kind of thing. This is all computer balanced, so everything is smooth and you're getting a very smooth, powerful reel. The cost, the MSRPs on these two units, they are $49.99, and they also have a 1-year limited warranty. So make sure you sign your cards when you get your cards, or register online for any products you get. Oh, I'm done. Sorry, guys. Haters.